Okay, I hope I pressed go, so we're gonna try this again. Ah! Sorry. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm sorry. So this is pretty paper. I hope you can see it. Off topic, it's 65 degrees out here. I am sitting in a beautiful retreat house awaiting my guests. So it is 1:02 here, and I'm hoping that, well, we're gonna have pop-ins, so just know there's gonna be noise in the background because 1 o'clock is the check-in time. So I have 5 friends meeting us here today, and I'm very excited for the weekend. All right, where are we? Doggone it. But it's beautiful. It's set way back in the woods. It's peaceful. I mean, if you hear a truck go by or a 3-wheeler or something, you think, are they coming here? Because that's how quiet it is here. It's so nice. All right, good, I'm on. And there's a few of you on with me. Thank you. Hi, Sherry. Okay, so today our mystery card is using the beautiful prized Peony suite of products. This in particular is the Peony Garden Designer Series paper, and I was showing you some of these gorgeous pieces. This one is absolutely beautiful. And as I said in my take 1, we did use a piece of this for I'm just gonna take this all out, for the mystery project last week, which, here's a beautiful piece, the peony buds. And right now my peonies are at their peak. I received a beautiful bouquet from someone's garden, Becky's garden. She shared her beautiful flowers with me in a vase, and it was just wonderful. And we are still, it looks like we're still spinning, so the video keeps stopping. I don't know how to go, I don't know how to stop this, so I'm just gonna keep going. Here's the paper we used this is a lighter piece of the paper that we used last week for the mystery card, which I loved everyone sharing their samples too. Here's another piece with pretty peonies, and this is the back side to that page. And you probably can't see it because this video is not very good. Let's see if I can get up close. So it's kind of like a herringbone, maybe, a real light herringbone. And here's the darker piece we used last week. Here's this gorgeous back side, and here's that. Oh, no, this is a different one. Wow. Okay, so this is like a marble. Isn't it pretty? I hope you can see this, because I see a little spinner on my computer here on the live. I see it spinning, so I think we're having issues, and I am so sorry. So here we go. There's these. This is the paper we used last week. Keep going, Keri. I will not give up. Okay, and there's a really pretty sheet. This is the sheet we're going to be using today, I believe. Yeah. There's the back side to that one. And another marbles. I have them all mixed up here. But these are gorgeous papers, needless to say. They can be somewhat feminine with the peonies, but you also have 3 other options well, half of them are other options that you can use for generic or masculine cards, because this herringbone is absolutely gorgeous. All right, so that's the paper I'm using today. Can't wait to see what you're using. And you're really gonna like this card. I am pretty sure of that. All right, moving along. This is the prized Peony stamp set that coordinates with the designer series paper. It is stunning. The font is beautiful with the 4 greetings that you get. There is a little tiny image there that's very subtle. It's really sweet. I can't wait to use this some more. And then here are the coordinating dies, and there are a lot of dies in here. There's a pretty patterned embossing border piece and lots of peony pieces. So I'm going to learn what they all coordinate with. Peony, I'm going to actually use a different stamp set for my greeting today. I'm going to use the Country Home. I'll show you that one. But I did cut out my pieces with the So Stitched Sweetly, right? Or So Sweetly Stitched. Stitched So Sweetly dies, which are really pretty. Scalloped rectangles. And then you have these banner die cuts too that are stitched that all kind of coordinate with each other too. These are really pretty. And this bundle, you could actually get this bundle for free. Did you know that? If you sign up for the starter kit, this is the So Sentimental bundle where you get these beautiful label dies, and then you get this coordinating stamp set, which is really nice. So you can get this for free with the starter kit now through June 30th, in addition to your $125 worth of products for only $99. Or you can get the prized Peony bundle, which is absolutely beautiful. If you have a garden, you're gonna love this. All right, so I need you to take out your piece of 4x12 designer series paper, and we're going to use the paper trimmer. And make sure you're using the scoring blade, which is the lighter blade of the two. And I don't know what happened. I hope I'm still playing. Yeah, looks like I'm still playing here. But I don't want volume, so we're gonna hear an echo now. I'm turning it on my computer, but I need to turn down my volume because it just stopped on me. Okay, there we go, I turned off my volume. So I've got the paper trimmer out, and I'm using my scoring blade. Make sure that it's the lighter blade, as I said. We're gonna score this at 3 inches. Put this up at 3. And then we're gonna score, and this is on the long side, then we're gonna go down to over to 8 1/4 inches, and we're gonna score again. Okay, and that's all you need to do with that. You can close up your paper trimmer and set it aside. Okay, so now you want your bone folder, and you wanna fold these edges down and have a nice crisp fold. And be very careful when this is fairly sturdy designer series paper, but do be mindful when you're scoring that you don't score too hard because you can tear into it because it's not as thick as cardstock, needless to say. So you don't want to rip your cardstock. All right, so now you have this card that flaps over. And this is going to be somewhat of a base for our card, okay? So I like how this goes. And we're gonna take this piece of Whisper White and we're gonna put that inside our card here so we can write on it. And I'm using a Stampin' Seal, and it is such a learning curve for me, but it's so smooth. But I have, and it's very sturdy, I have to play with it because I'm not getting it right yet. I know you don't have to press down too hard, but I seem to be not lifting it properly. And so I have to keep pushing it up, but that's okay. It's worth it. I love this. All right, we'll do one more in the middle. This is our new Stampin' Seal. And you know, when I watch my team leader, Rhonda, do this, she's just foot, 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 foot. She's lickety split. She does really well. I, on the other hand, have to learn to do better. Okay, so I just put my Whisper White cardstock right in the center. And if you want to, you could stamp a really pretty peony on here. How about we do that? We're gonna stamp something on the inside. Let's see. We have a little peony here in this prized peony stamp set that I'm going to mount onto a block. And have I pulled out my scrap paper? No, I have not. Because I think I'm going to use basic gray ink, and I'm going to stamp off because obviously basic gray is too dark. Look at that. Got it all over. That's okay. I'm going to stamp off, and then I'm going to go on to my cardstock and ink it up so it's very light. And we have our first guest arriving. Hi, Beth. So there we go. This is the inside of our card. And you can flap it either way. I think I'm gonna flap it towards the middle there. All right, so let's set this aside. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, I haven't decided, and maybe you guys can help me, or maybe not, because we're getting glitches here. Decide what color ribbon we're going to use. Whether it's the, I forget it, I'm gonna decide for you. I'm gonna use this Petal pink beautiful ribbon. And before we do much more, I'm going to take my ribbon and I'm going to go around and I'm going to leave plenty of ribbon so that we can tie a pretty bow. But you know me, I like to keep it on the roll so I'm not wasting any. So let's do this. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Stampin' Seal that I need to learn how to use, because I'm not very good at this. And I'm going to go hey, better not say anything, I'll jinx it. Nice. All right, I'm gonna put maybe one more here. Oh, no. Too good, too soon. You don't have to press down, I know that. And you don't have to lift it. You should pretty much put this almost flat to your cardstock. Okay, so I've got my ribbon behind. I've got lots of tape on here. Let me know if you want to change things around. Okay, and then I'm going to attach this now to the card base, basically, to give it some sturdiness. Okay, you can kind of wiggle your ribbon a little bit if you need to. And I'm going to turn my card upside down and tie my bow. And I'm gonna tie it this way, so that way I'm glad you guys can see me because, or at least you can hear me, because my screen on my computer is completely stopped. I'm back at the paper trimmer phase. So I'm glad you guys can see me. Thanks so much for joining me today through all this stuff happening. All right. Get my old smooth as butter ribbon scissors. Okay, here we go. We have this really pretty bow on there, right? But guess what? We're not done. So we have this pretty card and we want to add our labels to it. So I chose to go with the stamp set, or the stamp greeting, Simply Thankful for All the Good Times, out of the Country Home stamp set. And I'm going to use, it's a photopolymer. You can see it's well loved. I'm going to use, I'm gonna actually turn this over because when I stamp on white, I want something in the background that's a contrasting color so I can see better, even with the photopolymer. I'm going to ink up my basic gray again. And I do need a foam cushion, but I believe these scrap papers all together are going to be enough. And I'm gonna wing it here, because if I stand up and try to stamp it perfect, I'm gonna knock the camera. So hopefully this works. Yep, pretty darn good. All right. Now we're moving right along. So before I adhere, I'm gonna pop this up onto, so I'm gonna use dimensionals and pop this up onto the banner. But before I do that, I'm gonna use a hole punch. I'm gonna use the 3/6. This is a crocodile we used to sell, and it set brads, and it has two different hole punches, size hole punches. One's 1/8 of an inch, one's 3/16 of an inch. And it has a guide that you can, this was a great tool. Anyway, since we don't have hole punches that we sell, I'm using my crocodile. Make sure your fingers are out of the way when you press, because if you get your fingers in there, you will not be a happy camper. It hurts. Okay, so I just punched 2 holes, one on each side, and believe it or not, I'm gonna untie my ribbon. Let's put this on dimensionals. I'm gonna untie my bow and thread this through. Right? Oh, I can't believe I'm going to do that. All right, so I'll go this way. This ribbon is so pretty. It matches really well. But in the suite of products for the prized peony, you'll see that this basic gray, or excuse me, gray granite ribbon, satin ribbon, is what they have that coordinates with it. But this petal pink ribbon does just as good. All right, you guys still with me? Oh, now my computer just stopped. All right, and then, so we've got one hole down. Let's thread it through the other hole. Okay. And I'm going to take these off. It's still so quiet. Beth's here, and there you go. Michelle says, come say hi. All right. So I will still hold my Stampin' Scrap tomorrow. So if you guys wanna, I'll just be on for an hour or so. I would love for you guys to join me at Stampin' Scrap at noon tomorrow here. And we're doing that on Zoom. So you just click on the link and join me. I'll kind of take you around the house if the Wi-Fi cooperates. Okay, I'm tying my bow upside down again. Okay. So this really is a simple card. And look how pretty that is. So now you've got your pretty banner, the greeting on here, you've got a pretty bow, you've got gorgeous paper, and you have an elegant card that you can send to someone. So that's the one I made with you today, but I also made another one using the Peonies, Prize Peonies paper, and I made this one, My Thoughts Are With You. Isn't that pretty? And those are using the same dies, they stitch so sweetly. So that's your card today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your patience and waiting. And I appreciate you coming on, and with all the glitches that are happening today and every day for that matter. I will be back. Life is a glitch. Amen. I will be back on Tuesday for another episode of Listen at Lunch. And I will share with you what you need to bring with you so that you can make it along with me again. And I will be coming to you live from another state. So hopefully everything will be fine and there won't be any glitches there. I have an all-occasion workshop coming up. I have the marker club. I have a Christmas card class. I have... and there are I have a day retreat coming up next month. And then there are 2 specials going on with Stampin' Up! Right now that you need to know about. So I'm gonna remind you every time we get together. One is the $25 in additional hostess benefits that you get when you either host a party that reaches $250 or more, or you place an order of $250 or more, you will receive an additional $25 in free merchandise. And the second promotion that you need to know about, that I'm going to continue to tell you about, is a really super, super duper one. It's a free bundle with the starter kit. So you can be your happy shopper and get a discount and purchase the starter kit. And not only will you get $125 of whatever you want for $99 plus tax, so no shipping. You will also get to pick out whatever bundle you want. And a bundle is a stamp set and coordinating either dies or coordinating punch.
Holy cow!
So it is of big value this month only through June 30th. You can pick a free bundle in addition to the $125 worth of products. And then after that, you'll get 20 to 25% off your future orders. So if you like a discount like I do, you need to join my team. Yeah. So that's how it is. Well, I'm going to get started my day, hopefully, here. Have a lot of fun planned with my gals this weekend, and it is so needed. Every one of us needs this weekend away, and I'm so looking forward to it. And I will be coming back next week. I hope everyone has a really great weekend, but I also hope that you join me, and I'll post the link. I also hope you'll join me on Zoom for Stampin' Scrap tomorrow, Saturday, at noon Eastern Standard Time. If anyone has any questions, shout out to me, and I'm happy to answer. My computer's being...
I have a question.
All right. Shout out to me on our page here, and I will be happy to answer your questions. And I hope this video was enjoyable, and it shows up on your feed so that you can watch it again. Sorry again for all the glitches. Have a great afternoon. See you tomorrow at Stampin' Scrap. So long. Say bye, Beth.